Nice good afternoon everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late. We had a new mount turn up for the camera, so hopefully it gives you a much better, clearer view, and it gives Natalie a bit of space to walk around. So we're going to give a couple of minutes to let people join in, and hopefully we'll get started on Natalie sorting out a few bits. And just give us a wave or a hello when you've joined, just so we know who's in the group. So a few more join, and then that's where we'll get started with the tutorial. Have you all done your stamped images and got your die cuts ready?
Could you just grab me a piece of black card, please, Ian?
No, I don't think we've got any.
Here you have, use some pieces of 12 by 12 because we're not going to actually cut it, so fine.
Okay.
Yep, that should be fine. Yeah, only enough just to cut me down. Okay, we got people in the room, yeah?
We have 5, 6.
Oh.
Yeah, so do say hello when you join the group so we know that you're here. And then we'll start soon. Okay, Maestro, should I take it away?
Okay, so we're starting with our scan mat. And what I've done is I've prepped my mat with a piece of black card in it. And my die cut is cut out of white. Okay, there's a reason why I do it this way around. It's more accurate. Okay.
Might need to go just a little bit further forward when you're showing things.
A bit further forward. Oh, okay. That's easier. There we go. I'm just going to pop that into my mat. And just get rid of any bits that might have snuck in there. Okay, we're going to turn our ScanNCut on. And our blades out, so we can go okay. And we're going to do a scan. Now when we're using our scan mat, we're always going to be ScanNCut data. You will never cut on this mat. Okay, so now it's come up with recognition mode, and mine's come up in colour. So what we need to do is we need to change that to black and white. Okay, everybody with me so far? Okay, load your mat. It's weird, I keep expecting the comments to come from the camera.
No.
Okay, and I'm going to press start, stop. It's okay, it's recognising at the moment.
Recognising. I'll talk while it's doing it because you just...
Just take a little bit of time.
Don't forget you've turned my camera off so they can't see me.
Okay. Isn't that an improvement?
Cheeky man.
Okay, so because we've done it black and white and it's a ScanNCut data, we have 3 options. Now these options are only available by doing the ScanNCut data and black and white. So our top one goes around the outside of our design, and I'm just going to shrink this up in a bit. And you can see now why I get my fingerprints everywhere. Okay. So if you find that it's not picking everything up, chances are it's the contrast issue. So if we go into our little slider bar, it's a bit late now, dear.
Do it again, 'cause it'll...
I'll see if I can fix it without doing it again. No, leave the light off, it's fine. It's a bit brighter than what it was earlier when we had to put the light on. So I'm going to go up to the top level and press preview.
If you do have any questions or comments, do put them in the comments box. I'm here to answer any questions. I'll pass them on to Natalie and Natalie can answer them.
Okay, so you can see by taking our contrast up to this top end, we've now got round the outside of our heart. So if we wanted to create like a backing piece for our design, that's how we could do it. So we can go OK and OK. So that would be our background, and at this point we can go save, and I'll be brave and save it to my machine. At some point it will complain and say it's too full. Okay. Our next line says it's going to do the inside and the outside. So if you look, you now have a lot more detail in our cut line. So it will still be up at our top end, so we should have a double line round here, as well as a double line round all our items around here. So we can go save, and again I'll save that to the machine. So that now means that we have a file that will cut exactly the die, and another one that will cut just around the outside for doing our layering. Okay. Finally, although it won't work so well on this design, this last button is the drawing line. And what that means is it will go down the centre of the line. It works better with stamped images, so we'll show you that one in a bit more detail in a bit. But if you want to stamp an image and then foil it, that's the option that you would choose. Okay, so far so good.
Yeah, I've not had any comments yet so far.
Okay, I'll wait for a minute in case there's any questions as to why I've done some things that way. No?
Nothing yet? No, carry on for a minute, and if
Okay.
any questions pop up I will stop you.
Okay, so for now, because we've already saved our two images, we can just go home and OK. And unload your back.
Could you now cut that out and see so it shows how well it's done?
Shall I do it at black? It would look good in black, actually, that one. Okay. Can you pass me the cut mat then, please? Okay. So I'll just put my black card down on that. And you're going to go pattern, save data, and onto your machine or wherever you happen to save it. It's going to go up because that goes to our last page. So what we've done most recently will be on that page. And I'm going to add our heart shape. Oh. Right. Select all, let me do that again. So. tool and group. Got to group it. Okay, so then we've got our group. Okay, I'm going to add our backing piece as well. So far so good?
Yep, no comments yet.
Okay. So at this point we can go, okay, cut. What do you reckon, Ian? 5 or 6?
6.
Okay. I know what you didn't say this morning in the stream. Label. Okay. So, popped in my blade. So we can go cut. And you can hear the difference then between this and the DX.
No comments yet.
Well, at this point in time you're on your own, like.
I've got 8 people watching.
Pressure could have done maybe slightly less than big.
Any pressure's up, isn't it, on that? Not really left you pressure, didn't it?
Any questions? Got plenty of time.
How long is it going to take?
2 minutes.
No, 2 minutes. No, that's not a lot of time.
Oh, 2 minutes left. Oh, 1 minute. Longest 1 minute ever. This. Questions? No? I'm fascinated watching the blade.
Take chunks out your bit of code. Cut alright?
In most places. Yeah, the calibration's off. It's because we moved it over, isn't it, to put the DX on there.
Moved it like 3 times.
Yeah. You got the spatula there. Because it's fragile, I don't want to pull it off. Add some black bits to the wipe it on the floor now. What?
You putting more bits on the floor.
You make it sound like I'm a right messy pup. Yeah, pressure definitely needs to go down a bit. Weeding my tongue out again.
That's right, they can't see.
Okay. It's a good job this camera doesn't flip round, isn't it?
You can show it next to the other one you've done, just as a comparison to.
Yeah. Yeah, show that it's not perfect, it's not infallible. It doesn't. It's only interpretation, shall we say, of the die.
Do for any questions you have in the comments. Do let us know you're there. Somebody.
I'm talking to myself, really.
So what you can see on the camera there is the map that has just cut the scanned image of the one on the white.
I'm trying to think which way around to show this. So we have. I'll hold that there. You can see there's just a few areas where it's slightly out. So I didn't quite manage to complete this shape here. But it's not far off. You can adjust it by taking it into canvas and just fixing it.
You're going to be doing that later though, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not doing that now. So not bad. And likewise if I show you this one. So you can see now you've got a perfect background mount. Which is great. It is much better at doing that trace around the edges or something than trying to do something intricate. Okay. Let's see if you've seen the difference. So any questions while I clean with that?
No, I think so. Nobody's put any comments or questions or anything at the moment.
Ah.
Or if they are, they're not coming through.
Can somebody pop a comment just so that we know that comments are coming through? Because the other day I couldn't see half the comments that were going on the video when Ian was streaming. Definitely not get bits up there. I was saying they'd tell me off for mucking off his clean machine. Anybody? No.
I'm just just grab the iPad and I can check on
Yeah.
that.
Right, when you're doing this and you've got your mat in your machine, only go very, very lightly. Okay. And I'll leave that to one side while I carry on the string. So we can go, okay. And we'll go back home. Okay, so let's go for this one next. Now I've purposely stamped an image that I know won't work. And why? Because I want to show you how to make it work. So I'm going to start by showing you that it doesn't work. Which probably means at this point it's going to do it all perfectly, just because, but it shouldn't work because it's got a gap here and a gap here. So we're going to go to scan, and we have our cut mat in, so we can go direct cut. Okay, and this time we're going to get the machine to do it.
Yeah, here we go.
Ah, so
loads of comments, they're not coming up on the live. So apologies to people,
yeah, sorry about that.
we haven't seen them. So somebody asked, can you just ask what the yellow square is that appears every so often on the screen? It's just the camera focusing, sorry.
Yeah, it's just...
Because we're using an iPhone.
Yeah.
Because it's an iPhone, it just focuses every now and then with the camera. That's why you
Yeah.
keep seeing a little yellow square that comes up on the screen. Apologies, we've only just been able to see the comments for some reason. The
live stream
stream bit that should be showing me all the comments
isn't working.
So I don't know what's going on there. But I have the iPad now so I can see your comments. So please keep putting comments in, and I will do my best to answer on the way.
Any others?
No, so we have Ursula,
As I said, do you listen to those?
Sarah, and Erica. Did I say Erica?
You said Ursula, I think.
Ursula and Erica then as well.
Okay.
Who've commented so far.
Apologies to all the people that are lurking, because obviously we can only see when you've commented. We can't necessarily see when you've joined because
doesn't always show. So.
Okay, so I'm into direct cut because we're using our cutting mat, and it's already on black and white, so we can tell it to go. Okay, and you can see that's really not worked. So first of all, bring in your frame, go into your contrast, and on this one I'm going to try going that way first. I think that might have better results for this. Oh, no, okay. I'll go the other way then. Still not a happy bunny. Right, if your two far end ones don't work, then you need to try the two middle ones. But usually if you take it to one extreme or the other, you can at least see which direction you should be heading in. I said it wouldn't work, but I would expect it to be slightly different for appearance. I was hoping it was going to show you how it would actually trace around this section in here. It's not going to do that. Okay. So we'll go back. Now, given that it can't see the black and white clearly enough, what I'm going to do at this point, because I'm not going to put an offset on it, I can go to colour. So direct cut, machine, change the spanner to colour. Now the difference between the two is, I think it's a bit misleading to call them black and white in colour. What it should really say is high contrast and low contrast. So your black and white is your high contrast and your colour is your low contrast. Okay. So just while that's recognising, any questions? There we go. So this is more like what I was expecting to see. So it says, if I zoom in, zoom in a bit more and see if that's actually joint. No, it's separate, so I can use your object, and you can see it hasn't quite picked up in here. Okay, and meanwhile over here you can see it's cutting inside. That's because of these open lines here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a 0.05 pen, any fine liner will do, but fine enough, and I'm going to unload my map. I'm going to quickly show you what I would do to sort that out, and then we can come back and scan it in. Okay, so we're going to go out of that, home, and load the map. So I'm going to close up my lid.
You're going to have to be careful where people see, because you can only see right at the very, very top edge.
Okay,
You might have to
in
move.
OBS can you just move it up a bit for me?
Yeah,
Because I can see it on my camera. So if you just move the camera up a bit on there, it should be fine.
There we go.
Okay.
So you've got a little bit less of the. You have to let me know when.
And I'm going to go
to
back.
the machine, 'cause I'll
Okay.
move it back down.
This could be interesting. Avoid the camera. So I'm going to just go under here. I'm just going to strengthen these lines and make sure that any that are open are joined. So especially around the hair, I keep wanting to try and move it so that I can get to it easy, but I'm desperately trying to make sure it's in shot for you guys. So what I've done is where it was wispy bit, I've just joined it up slightly. Okay. And I want to do the same there. You can even put in another tuft if you want to. Okay. So anywhere where there's even the tiniest gap you want to touch up. Okay. So that one is new. I need to win this one somewhere. Just under his collar. So it's mainly this outside line that you're focusing on. Okay. Now, on our other little friend, what we can actually do instead is with a pencil we can go around and actually do a manual offset. You want to make sure that your pencil line is quite dark for that. Okay, should still be able to see that okay. And you want to make sure that your pencil lines hold all the way around. Okay, so you can see those two.
Still a bit of white by his move.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very smudged.
Ah.
But as he's going to just cut around the outside, I didn't think it was important.
Okay.
So, a bit of white pen won't hurt just to get the ScanNCut just to pick it up.
Back to machine now.
Get back to machine.
Okay, so I'll just move that back down. Okay, it's back on.
Okay, any questions so far?
Not at the moment.
Okay. And once more, we'll try it in black and white first. And I'll shrink it in, and already you can see that we've got our offset around our first puppy. Our second puppy, however, still isn't working. So what you want to do is just go back and just make sure there aren't any bits that could be deemed as missing. So let's just put them a little tufty bit there, and there's a little bit on his ear I missed.
Really shot the back of the head.
Oh, I'm trying.
I know.
Sorry. Right, let's try that again. So if we go back and back again. So how's everybody doing? Okay. Now you see with that one's working and that one's not. So what you can do, if you find that one bit works, one bit doesn't, if you shrink your frame so it's just around the puppy that you know works. Okay. Now I can see there's a little bit just there that's picking up. So if we go into this one and ignore object size. So what this means is anything that is smaller than 3 by 3 will be ignored. So if we put this upwards, eventually that little bit under his chin will go grey. Let's just zoom in. Excuse back of head. Just trying to see if that's maybe a little bit more. There we go. Zoom. There we go. So hopefully you can see it's slightly lighter than the outside cut line. Hopefully it's got a bit of glare, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. Don't really want to force it that way too much. I can try. Come here.
lost the screen there.
Nah, it's not gonna. Come on. Get underneath. No, I can't get close enough. Is that back yet? No. Come on. It's okay, I've got to do about half a roll of electrical tape.
Just while Natalie's doing that, I'll put my camera back on briefly. So we are still here. We're just trying to get the camera sorted back out. It's just gone off on us.
Just trying to see what's going on with the join.
If you can get to unplug it, just unplug it and reconnect it to see if it's...
Yeah, it's probably just had a easy fit. Yeah.
Oh, it was back then briefly.
Come on.
That's it.
There.
There.
Oh, it's so wobbly. Okay, let's... Tell me it's still working.
At the moment, yeah.
Tell me if it goes off then.
Hello.
The things you do. It's a good job you don't want to use this cable for anything else.
Yeah. So hopefully... Oh,
Hopefully when I've taped it back up.
yeah. Oh, it's probably a bit... It's okay, you still got the screen, alright.
Okay.
Oh, you're still there.
Hopefully you can all
Yeah, we're
swing
still
it
there.
back.
So,
There we go. Quick fix.
yeah, we're alright, we're still
Okay.
on, so, yep. I'll turn my mug back off and that's back.
What do you reckon then? 6, 5?
Got to cut.
Yeah.
Got
Sounds
5.
good. Okay, and okay. 5.
Try 5.
Okay.
Once again, apologies for that little blackout there.
Yeah.
So, something else we've got to fix, and then short term is the dodgy cabling in the office.
Yeah. Maybe.
We've got a welding off Sarah if we're getting it fixing it. We'll be back.
And we'll cut that one. Okay. So I'm just going to lift that up just so I can get around this one. There we go. And we can lift them off. There you go. One puppy done. I'm going to have loads of puppies by the end of this. Going to have to do something puppy themed, I think, for tomorrow.
You don't cut the beds out?
No. No. I only cut the one because the other one had stopped working, and that's probably because we got this one working, so it was darker than that one. And, so I'm just going to go home and start again. So direct cut. Use the scanner, black and white. Okay. Gonna bring in our frame. Okay, now it's gonna be a swine now. Because it worked okay before. So, gonna go that way first and see if we can get it. Oh, come on. It worked before. I saw the cut line, it was there. Okay, in which case I will go back to scan, direct cut and do it colour. Any questions?
Not at the moment.
There we go. And it's still got a weird line. Just going to take it down to 2. Oh, no, definitely not. So the number of colours is a bit like the contrast button in black and white. So it's how many colours it will allow in that space. Okay, maybe try 6 then. See if we can get rid of that line off the top. Don't know where to pick that line up from, to be honest. Because if it was on something on your scan mat, you'd expect it to go all the way.
Mm. Plus
it's been cleaned. Which is why I said it's a good idea to do the cleaning first. Okay, I'm not convinced that's picking up the right line. I'm going to go back to how I was doing it before, I think. La 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 la. Actually, I'm going to set that to one side until I get to doing it on canvas. Because if the machine won't behave, canvas will. So I will save that for one bit. Okay, so with our next set of black and white, what I'm going to do is do everything I just did with my other little pooch.
look at your screen.
Yeah.
I'll move
I'll just
you.
flip. Okay.
That's better.
Hopefully you're not looking at the back of my head.
No, we're not.
And a lip around there. Lip around there. Watch out for the join in his tail. Joins up here. Join there. A bit round
questions at the moment?
Is there anybody there?
Yeah, we got.
It's a long way down there. Okay. So going back to our map. Mustn't fiddle. Mustn't fiddle.
You go back to the machine.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay. Scan. Direct cut. And for this next one, you definitely need it black and white.
So really, it's it's not only me that has these problems.
No, it is very temperamental. And I think one of the biggest points that they should make to you when you buy them is you have to have so much patience with them. So much. And unfortunately, I don't think everybody understands just how much patience it requires. So, okay, so go to our one puppy. And it's okay to do it individual puppy at a time. Don't feel like you have to have it perfect. Okay, and this button here does an offset. I'll show you this button first. So you've probably looked at this button and thought, what does that do? Well, if you click on it, this button here means it's tracing around the outside of your shape. Okay, but what if you don't want to do that? Well, you can put it in a circle. You can do a scalloped edge around it.
Can't really see your screen.
Do you want to come and be cameraman for me for a minute? And I'll go back and I'll just show that one again. Because it does help to... Careful with the cable. I'd take it off the stand if I were you.
I'm not trying to make people feel sick.
Yeah, do apologise if you're feeling slightly motion sick. Okay, so the top one here is going around the outside your shape. If we then press our circle instead, it puts a circle around all the shapes. So if you can just zoom right into here for me, you can see that it's picked up a slightly separate piece, so it'll actually put a circle round that too, so it does it round each individual shape, not all the shapes on your map. Okay, something to consider if you are doing a stamp design is making sure that your whole design is one piece. Okay, so you can put your scalloped edge around it instead. You can put a star shape around it. Do a boring old square. Now that will literally go to the edge of your image, so you just need to bear that in mind, that there's no gap between the two. So with a circle you can kind of get away with it, but the square is very much on the edge. Now the rounded square bizarrely puts a bit more of a gap around these edges. And then we've got a scallop square, a zigzag square, hexagon, octagon, and a fancy frame. Okay, so you can do any of those at this point if you wanted to. But for now I'm going to just put it back to go round. Don't go too far away. Okay, so our other option is our offset. So if we press that one, we can then decide how much of an offset that we want. Now I only use usually about between 1 and 2, and it's perfect for just smoothing off the edges. So if you're scanning something, you'll find it's getting little jagged bits, then that's how you smooth it out. So either 1 or 2 on that, and we can go OK, and OK again, and we can cut it.
Can I come out now?
Yeah, you can come out now. Save your aching arm.
Nana Walker's just joined us as well.
Hannah Walker.
Nana.
Nana. No, Hannah. I was going to say, isn't that the character from 13 Reasons Why? Hannah. No, Hannah Baker, isn't it?
That's Hannah Baker, not Walker. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good series, that. Okay. So then can I show that to you?
That's cool. You can see that. That's not good.
Okay. For a moment I can't see your comments, but I'll keep going. So if I go OK, go back home, scan direct cut and to our machine, black and white again. I'm going to see if I can pick up this doggy over here. Okay, so I'm going to bring my another frame. Hey, there we go. So if we go, okay. Now you always need to do that bit correctly before you go to your shape. Otherwise it will literally cut out little random circles rather than going around the outside. So as long as we've got that outside shape recognised, we can go back to our shape. And let's go for a scalloped edge. And that should just about fit away from our cut edge. Okay, okay, and cut. Okay. So there you go. There's our little puppy in his scallop circle. How's everybody doing? Are they scanning along, or? Let me just take that one out of the way.
I think everybody's actually doing it with you. I think they're all just watching you taking it.
Okay. So let's put this out to the group. What setting do you think I should do with that one?
We colour or black and white. Hi Hayley.
Yes, so colour or black and white.
Hayley's just rejoined or joined us.
Hi, hey. See whether everybody was paying attention now. ready? Or is nobody brave enough to say?
No, everybody's going to guess.
Okay. Right. Tell you what I'll do then. I'll do this first one black and white and this one colour.
What we'll do.
So we're doing one black and white at the moment.
Okay. Hello, Mum. You would normally finish by now.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see it hasn't picked up either way, and that's because we haven't done these lines here. But that's fine, don't need to. So, if we go back home, scan, direct cut, what's up?
Alright, we had a big thing across the top of the thing where your mum's message came through.
So much for Do Not Disturb.
Right.
There you go. Okay, so if we go to OK at this point, because we've got yeah, that should be okay. Okay. And at this point, and we can go to offset. And I'm just going to pop on my 1 mil. Okay. And okay. Now at this point, if you weren't quite certain about this shape, if you go down here, you can actually edit it and just make sure that there's no stray little shapes that can interfere. So if we just go into that. So if we use these 2 buttons here, it will cycle between the shapes on the mat. So then when you see, uh-oh, there's a little one there, we can just delete it. Okay? So let me know if I'm teaching you something that you have or haven't done. So we can go OK, and we can go to cut. So you see how the blade is shaking as it's going round? That's because when it's scanned, it's put in way too many nodes. So where I was saying about the path tool yesterday, that's where that comes in. So it's literally going a little bit jagged. But that's just the trade-off with scanning an image and then converting it to a path using a computer rather than a human being. A human being can make that judgment call of, oh, actually that can just go round there. Okay.
Two more pooches.
Two more pooches.
You're going to have a lot of pooches, aren't you?
I'm going to have a lot of pooches. And then, really to challenge it now. So I've done this onto some stamping cards, so it's a little bit cobbled because I used watercolour. I only did it quick, didn't I?
Yeah.
Give this a good firm press down on the artistic, and it'll be fine. Okay. If you wanted to cheat at that point, you could probably just move it around. But we're not going to cheat, are we? Oh, no. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to show you what the machine would do, and then I'm going to take it into Canvas and show you a couple of things on there that we can do. So I'm going to do it in colour because we've got more than 3 colours. How is everybody doing?
Alright, I think. We've not had many comments recently, so.
Okay. Usually when we do this on video, this is why we end up doing lots of editing, isn't it? Because we edit out all the pauses for the recognising.
Just ticked over the hour.
Well, as long as as long as I don't go past 4, we'll be alright.
Yeah.
If I go past 4, I'll be in trouble.
Yeah. They'll disturb Pete's stream.
Oh dear, I think my mat needs clean. Right, so we've done colour, and what it's basically saying is what it will do is it will cut round the outside of our coloured area, which isn't what I want it to do at all. So what we can do instead, go back home, okay, scan, and then I still want to cut it out of this piece, so it's still direct cut, but I'm going to send it to Canvas, okay, and press play. And it will go transfer because it's sending it across, and we can go OK. Now it will hold on that screen until you're ready to send it back, so don't think you've got to rush this to get it back to the machine because it's going to time out. It won't. Okay?
You swap cameras?
Yep.
Okay, so bear with us 2 seconds. Here we go. Here we go.
And don't unload your mat. Glad to see you're doing something useful there, dear.
Yep. I am keeping an eye on your comments.
Right. So, into Canvas, and we can go to File, Import from your cutting machine, and at this point you can go Scanned Image. Now if you do it this way, it just brings it in as a scan. Okay, and that is probably where most people go wrong. They'll go, right, okay, I'm going there. No. I use that for if it's something complex to do. So, like if I scan a template or anything where I'm going to want to do a manual tracing, that's how you would do it. So if I just delete that out there for now. So instead, we'll go to Image Tracing and an image scanned by your machine. So you could use one on your computer, but for now we'll do Scan by your machine. So it's pulled through our little doggies and our random panel down here, who knows. and it's saying, do I trace the area to edge only? I'm like, nope. You can trace areas by colour. And that just goes really mad, because what that's doing is basically saying, like colours are individual shapes. Now, there are times when this is useful. For instance, if you are going to add foil to a pattern paper, this is how you do it. Okay? But then we have enhanced image tracing. And that makes it think. Ian, do a tap dance. Come on. It's not usually this slow. It's probably because it's streaming, so we have it streaming through OBS on the computer, so it makes it strain a bit, doesn't it?
Usually.
Yeah. Why is it taking so long? That's crashed, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
What the program has.
Yeah. Well, I think so. Because it's, hang on, it's got another window hiding in the background. No, it's just that one. I thought then for a second it was being really dense, but no. I'll restart that, shall I?
Hi, Caroline.
We'll try that again. Force quit. There we go. And I'll do it online in a minute out of desperation. Excuse the never-ending windows.
It's alright, it doesn't want that. Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Take two. Image tracing machine. Now image tracing. Come on. You can do it. If not, I'll have to stream this tomorrow, but I'm trying my best to get it to do it today.
Thingy's open as well, isn't it?
I've got publisher open, I've got...
Yeah, you've got a lot open.
Yeah. Let's see if I can quit it. Hey, hey, hey. I might pause it just while I go into the online version. So I will be back in a bit. Do I need to press that?
What, you want to just stop streaming? Or do you want to transition that? Yeah, you need to press transition.
you
a
should
lot
have
this
me
morning.
back by this point.
And that's just going back, hopefully. Camera swap. And there we go, we're back.
There we go. Okay, cool. Then something else fails, you find another way of doing it.
Hopefully.
Okay, so I've gone into enhanced image tracing on mine instead. Just means that their servers are carrying the load, not mine. So we can go close that. So you want to we're going to have to do this one puppy at a time. Let's actually, I know what will look cool. Let's just do this one here. So you want to take it as close as you can, but you haven't got to be really, really accurate for this first one. So that's like a boundary. So if we go preview. Okay, and we go next. And you can turn these off. I just leave them on because usually I end up teaching somebody when I'm in, and it's just easier to show how it will work the first time they have it open on their machine. So I'm going to zoom in because I want to see right in here, and we can see straight away what on earth, because we got all this around here, and that's just because we've done our marquee around the edge. So we have a little minus paintbrush, and we can actually trace around the edges of our shape. Now, you don't want to be exactly on the nose for this one. And if we go preview, you can see that where I've traced around here, it's taken out. And this is why I like the enhanced image tracing, because you can start to do really funky things. Okay, and we can preview again. And you can see it's jumped in here. And we can go around here and we can say, well, actually, there's a little bit there that just needs taking out. And preview again. And you might find that it takes a bit too much out, so it's lost a little bit just here. So we can go into our little plus brush, and we can just go around the inside of that line. And you can see it's just pulled that back in. And this is why I love the image tracing tool, because all the little random things that our ScanNCut does, we can actually fix and sort out. And we can go, there you go, there's our puppy. So if we go OK, yeah, we can paste an image in. Won't be sent back to the machine, and you can see straight off there is an absolute perfect trace, and that is why you invest in the enhanced image tracing. Okay, so at that point we can go to download and we can send it back to the machine. Okay. Oh, I'll get over there and then you can do the camera swap for me.
Yeah, I'll transition it back.
Okay, no rush because I've got to get it over this cable.
Without catching it.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel like, is it Catherine Zeta-Jones in Entrapment when she's doing the
Entrapment,
lasers?
Yeah. Very good, dear. We'll swap back to that one. We want that back on that one. Oh no, not that one. That one. Yeah, that's back to camera. And that way. There we go. That should be back.
Okay. So what I'll do is next we're going to do our little cloud button. And there you go, we can see our puppy has come in. And we can go, we can put an offset on that if we want to, so you don't have to have it But for now, because we've got this coloured background, I'm just going to cut around the edge and then I'm going to pop it up on some 3D foam. So we can go OK and cut. So you can see how close that registration is. And there you go. There's our little puppy. Okay, just so it focuses better for you. Go away, you little square. There you go. Now, would anybody like me to show you how to foil a pattern paper? And would you like me to show you now, or would you like it in a separate stream?
Do it in a separate stream. Because obviously time-wise...
Yeah, time-wise, half an hour.
So, yeah.
Might be pushing it. So if I do the pattern paper one at some point tomorrow, might include it as part of the mixed media, actually. That would work well. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
So don't forget the other people's live streams.
Yep, so don't forget Pete shortly at 4. He's also going at 8, but don't forget just at the start of that there is the applause for the carers across the country. So please go out and, well, not out, out. Out as in through a window. Not well, yeah.
Show your
Front
appreciation.
door, yeah.
Open a window.
Yeah.
Not go out through the window, open a window.
Well, in our case, that'd be a bit dangerous.
On the second floor, isn't it?
Not impossible though, which is like concerning.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow at 11. Okay.